The Bargain Bin Gamer would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this show is created. We extend our respects to elders past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people enjoying this program today.
You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Ever wondered what it's like to build your own windmill? Neither have I, but here we are anyway. This is the Bargain Bin Gamer. Good day and welcome back to another episode of the Bargain Bin Gamer here on the mighty BQN. I am your host and raging homosexual, Davey Willett, and guess what? My pronouns are he and him. The Bargain Bin Gamer is the show where I play the cheapest and absolute highest video games out there, so that you hopefully don't have to. But maybe, just maybe, I might find a few hidden gems along the way. In this episode, I'm aiming for bragging rights in a little segment that I'm calling Trophy Thirst Trap. Trophies and achievements, fun little milestones that have been built into most gaming platforms that achieve the very meta objective of actually gamifying the experience of playing games. Interesting. I remember first noticing that I had a gamer score when I purchased an Xbox 360 in 2006. I became obsessed with these little nuggets of fun when I would compete with my mates and try to hit objectives with my gamer score by unlocking achievements. Objectives like 10,000 gamer score, 50,000 gamer score, and then eventually 100,000 gamer scores. I even went as far as to research games where I could very easily hit the target of 1,000 gamer score by just playing through the game from start to finish. Thank you, King Kong and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know a few of you have all done it as well. So, to my delight, I recently found 2 bargain games for under $2 on the PlayStation Network that let you rack up complete trophy scores, including a coveted platinum trophy, in about 10 to 20 minutes each. Not too bad. So let's have a look at the first one of these games. This is Windmill Engine. Windmill Engine comes from Random Spin Games, who on the front page of their website states that creating games for us is more than a process, it's an expression of our inspiration. It's our home. To that I say, well, you are shitting where you sleep. Windmill Engine is described on the PlayStation Store as an incremental game where you need to build a windmill structure in a cartoon graphic style. Interesting. Pressing a square button on the gamepad rewards the player with currency. The player may spend the currency to purchase items or abilities that allow the player to earn the currency faster or automatically. The goals are to build a full windmill engine and earn $1 billion.
$100 billion!
What the actual fuck? You just spend about 5 to 10 minutes mashing the square button and racking up trophies until you have earned them all in your first playthrough. That's it. Nothing else. That's it. You get this singular view of a windmill that looks like something from a mid-tier Sega Saturn title. Notice I said Sega there, not Sega the way we do in Australia. For a moment, I thought it might be relaxing to play, but it is over so fast and you don't even get to enjoy your windmill creation. It just fucks right off and you get useless stats about your playthrough. If you are so inclined, you can bash the square button again for another 10 minutes, but you would have already scored the trophies, so why would you bother? The game is also available on the Switch, but Nintendo has not built in an achievement system, so that would be the equivalent of being offered a large sum of cash to eat your own shit, but then the person who dares you runs off after your first bite. You are naturally so overcome with the desire to throw up that you can't give chase, so best to steer clear of that version. Windmill engine comes from a random spin. It costs $1.45 on the PlayStation Network. It's not a hidden gem. Not at all. Moving on to my second trophy slut of a game, Pocket Soccer, the game that I thought would finally settle the debate about whether the sport is called football or soccer. However, it then confused things with the game summary on the developer's website, which says, the game lets you experience the beauty of football on your console in high quality and with great cartoon graphics. This comes from the developer GameTry, or as I'm calling them, Game Try Harder. See what I did there? Okay, that is a little mean. Pocket Soccer was a pretty decent, although the developer's mission statement is a little misleading given I had done most of what there was to do in the game in about 15 to 20 minutes. They say, and I'm paraphrasing a bit, whether you're a casual or hardcore gamer, we aim to provide you with hours of entertainment through our games. So join us on our gaming journey and let's have some fun. Let's do it, GameTry. Pocket Soccer itself has cutesy little cube-headed characters that play 2v2 or 3v3, which I had to learn includes the goalkeeper. And they're playing on a weedle baby soccer field. Oh yeah, I'm calling it soccer. If me introducing my pronouns didn't already make you switch off, well, that might. The game is not aiming to be like any other simulator that you may have played that has links to international football or soccer corporations because it's not dripping in corruption and homophobia. You can choose from a handful of countries to play from with different strengths, like speed for example, or you can go with a balanced side like I did with Argentina. You then spend about 5 minutes chasing each other around like sex perverts until one kicks more goals than the other and the timer runs out. That's soccer. Win a match on each game mode, including one of the World Cup title thingies, and you will get all the trophies. The only reason I did not get the Platinum Trophy is because I needed to start a local multiplayer game to win the last one, which I could not physically do as I don't have a second controller. Sad face. I felt this might have been the port of a mobile game. I was disappointed that it was not, because I would have happily enjoyed the opportunity to beat France in the World Cup again the next time I was taking a shit. Pocket Soccer is from GameTry. It cost me $1.99 on the PSN. It could almost be a hidden gem if this kind of distraction is your thing. So that is it for this edition of the Bargain Bin Gamer. If you enjoy the show, please like and subscribe here on YouTube or leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts from to help others find the show. Please also feel free to suggest other games that you think I should try in the comments below. Don't forget as well that the Bargain Bin Gamer is part of a large network of podcasts called the BQN. You can support this and other shows on the network by becoming a patron over on patreon.com/BQN. Listen out at the end of the show for a little trailer of all the other programs you can hear and view on the network. So that is it for now. Until we meet again, may all your games be bargain games.
What shows are on BQN, you ask? Well, here's a rundown of some podcasts you might be interested in. All Good Things, a Star Trek Universe podcast covering all of Trek, hosted by Amy, Mark, Christos, and Kelvin. Bargain Bin Gamer, a YouTube show hosted by Davey, a self-proclaimed gamer who specializes in reviewing and showcasing affordable video games. If you're lost in the Delta Quadrant, check out The Captain's Couch, a Star Trek Voyager podcast hosted by Jeremiah sitting on Janeway's Ready Room couch. Cinema Z, a film discussion and review podcast showcasing films you probably missed but should definitely check out, hosted by Mark, Matt, and Laz. Beam Aboard the Galaxy Class, a Star Trek Next Generation podcast covering all of TNG, hosted by Amy, Joe, Rhea, and Kevin. History with the Zilagis, a snippet of historical events from around the world, hosted by Chrissy and Jason. For the newest Trek coverage, check out Infinite Diversity, hosted by Chrissy and Thad. Test your Trek knowledge with Trexperts Quiz, a Star Trek quiz show hosted and written by Davey. Union Federation, covering all things Star Trek and the Orville, which we all know is really a Star Trek show, hosted by Kyle, Kevin, Amy, and Haley. Spill the Tea with What's the Tea, Bev? A Trek current events and fan interview show hosted by Christos. And for our Patreon members, we have The Hive Mind, BQN's monthly roundtable discussion with hosts and listeners. It's Green, a cornucopia of topics hosted by Mark. And Amy's Math Moments, a quick look at math moments in Star Trek, hosted by Amy. We know you have a choice of podcasts to choose from, and we thank you for listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.